สวัสดีครับ So yeah, not a lot of voice left after this last trip. So this morning I arrived home from Cambodia. Went with Jason for his fight on Gunsberg Rebel Kun Khmer. On the same card, we had Ibi Abu Saleh from PTJ. So Andy came over with him, Andy Parnham. We had Bailey Collins from Machete Muay Thai. He came over with us. Reese couldn't come. And we had Jack Matthews, which Daniel and Kill Ekasit came over, which was cool. Such a cool group to be with. We're based in Phnom Penh. The area we're in, a bit rough, but nice restaurant across the road. They had good food and stuff. But we went out and explored a little bit. Jason and I were lucky enough to have the whole next day, like all of yesterday. Our flight was late, so we got to get up early and go out and explore, go to some temples, go to some markets and stuff. Overall, what a trip. Like, the moral of the story is, if your gym isn't aligned with the right people, with the right promoters, the right lineage of everything, then you're in the wrong place and you've got to do something about it. You've got to move on. You've got to get into a gym that knows the people. Like, we got the offer because of who we are, and as did the other three fighters that were on the team. We all had hard nights at the office. Jack Matthews was the only one who got the win. Jason's opponent is their absolute superstar at 65, 66 kilos. Amarin Putong. I've known his father for about 16, 17 years, maybe even longer than that. He was a superstar also. But just the experience of this show, it was absolutely amazing. Like, so big. The crowd would have to have been 15,000 strong. We were 5 kilometers from the Vietnam border, so we had a bit of a trek to get from Phnom Penh to the venue. It was something along the lines of Kiri Kong or something like that, the place where we were. Coming in, didn't think there was that many people there, but once the show started, it was actually off the hook how many people were there. And Jason, he didn't fight a very smart fight, and he was down. He was getting hurt. Like, he was down at the end of the second round. He was getting hurt in the body and wearing some heavier shots to the head, which he's okay with those. I just said to him at the end of the second round, I go, this is the one where I want to see every bit of heart you've got. Like, I don't care now. Like, you've lost the fight, so just go out there and show us what you got. And he did. He went out there and went for some full swing and ding stuff in the third round. It's really time, if for him, if he wants to, he's got to now refine his skills. He's got to start studying a little bit more and learning how the game works. I'm no longer going to be losing my shit at situations like the past. Some advice from my missus was, they're fighting, not me. So don't have expectations. Give them everything you can. Teach them. Do what a trainer does, and let them do their job. And if they don't want to do it, then they don't do it. In saying that, he did show some good stuff, and against such a high quality opponent, it's you can't ask for too much more, But just the whole experience of going to Cambodia. I've been to Cambodia a lot, just like quick visits for visa runs and stuff like that, and it's the economy there seems to be absolutely pumping. There's obviously still a lot of poverty, but there's a lot of money floating around and a lot of real high class shops and really, really good quality malls, and the food's good. And we went down. Andy and I went down to the waterfront. It's called Riverside or something like that. They also have like all the girly bars and stuff there, but it was, restaurants and just a place to walk. And at night time, it was pumping. There was a market there on Saturday night, which was crazy. So many people, like tens of thousands of people, just walking the streets and dancing and music playing and stuff. It was great. But I just want the moral of the story to be for you to be training at the right gyms, and for trainers to be making the right connections. And to make the right connections, you got to be doing the right things. I know these trainers who, they want to do their spastic shit and they want to be egotistical and have their wankers in their gym and whatnot, and they want to try and get in on the big promotions. But you've got to understand that being part of those big promotions, you actually have to have a certain atmosphere in your gym. You have to have a community, and everyone, and the community has to be highly visible. Like, it has to be seen that you are a good bunch of people, because that's who these people want to be associated with. These promoters want to be associated with the people who are doing the right thing, who are invested in Muay Thai, who want to go down the right pathway to get their guys to the top, and not just fight on any old bullshit to look good and to get win, not even look good, but to get wins and fight bums, and then swap between fighting in 4 ounce gloves and then fighting in big gloves and then fighting unpadded and fighting padded, and not knowing whether they're pro or amateur and not getting paid fighting unpadded and all that bullshit. The stuff we talk about all the time. And last weekend getting to travel to Cambodia made me really proud. Just coincidentally, there's Angkor Wat behind me in my lounge room. But I'm a proud associate of the country Thailand and the culture of Thailand and that sort of stuff. But I have, after the weekend, I have some love for Cambodia, and I could see myself going there a lot more actually. And I hope we do get invited back again. I think we put on a good enough show to get invited back. And this shows, like getting this invite shows that, you know, I'm friends with the right people. We're fighting on the right promotions. We're putting on performances where we might not be winning, but those who understand Muay Thai know that winning and everything is, it's putting in, it's doing the hard yards, it's doing real Muay Thai. It's not trying to change the recipe from what Muay Thai is. And getting the invite, the day I got the invite for this, I was like, I actually cracked a joke when Sai was posting about looking for people, and I was like, what about Jason? And I literally did not mean it whatsoever. And then he hit me up about it and said, is Jason keen? And took about 10 seconds to decide on that one. And Jason had to fight 3 weeks earlier and got stopped with body shots. So obviously I was going a little bit nervous going into this one, but also didn't have expectations. So, he stayed in there, and he got through to the end of the fight, and he was exhausted. And even his opponent, because his opponent's father speaks Thai, but himself, or Amarin, doesn't speak Thai, so his dad taught him a few things to say so he could speak to me, which was really nice. And he came up to it at the end of the fight, and he was like, oh, he just didn't stop walking. He was just walking the whole time. It's hard to fight him, which is cool. So now Jason just needs to add parts to his game that make that walking actually effective. But yeah, what a weekend! What a whirlwind! So we flew out Thursday night, got in Friday morning, and we went straight to the killing fields. Most of us went, not all of us, but most of us went. And the only way to describe that place is heavy. It's very heavy, heavy on the heart, heavy on your mind. Like, just trying to think about what went on there. It's absolutely disgusting. And the fact that that's happened just 50 years ago, It was hard to comprehend, and I'm not going to lie, I shed some tears, and it's if you haven't seen the Spanian video of him going there, please watch it. It's actually like it's he does more justice than I can. But it was an experience I had to do. It was one of those things I've had to do and I've wanted to do for a long time. And I got to share it with some very special people, which is nice. And then we was originally supposed to go to weigh-in on on Saturday, and then drive straight to the venue, but they changed their minds. So we went to the weigh-in, then we went back to our original hotel. So we stayed in the same hotel on Saturday night, and we drove to the venue on Sunday. Venue was off the charts. I'll put some photos up on here so you can see, and you'll see the numbers of people there. It was crazy. But yeah, had an absolute ball, and I can't thank Sai enough, and to all the guys, the Kun Khmer guys. They were so accepting of us. They they wanted photos with us and talk to us and stuff like that. So obviously most of you guys aren't going to understand. Most of you Cambodian guys aren't going to understand this, but I appreciate you all very much, and yeah, hopefully you get to see us over there again, and we can put on a better show. So to everyone else, see you all again next week, and thanks for tuning in each week. ขอบคุณครับ
ទាំងគូត្រៀមប្រំព្រៀបប្រកួត Gainsbourg គុនខ្មែរ Tour Concert គូមិត្តភាពអន្តរជាតិកម្ពុជាអូស្ត្រាលីទឹកទី1 Round 1 ទាត់មួយជើងអាយ៉ាមុខគាត់សោចទេបាទញឹមទេតែចូលមកលេងអាវុធធ្ងន់ធាក់មួយរបស់អាមេរិនទាត់ជើងក្រោមរបស់អាមេរិនកណ្ដាប់ដៃចូលទៅវិញទៅមកអូយបងប្អូនខ្ពស់ណាស់បាទមួយដៃរបស់បង្គោលខៀវ Jason Scott តែមួយចូលតំបន់ហាមឃាត់បាត់ហើយបាទ Jason Scott បាទធាក់ចូលតំបន់ហាមឃាត់ម្ដងទៀតបាទអ្នកឲ្យទឹកខាងអាមេរិនថាវាយមកថាបានម្ដាយទាត់ជើងក្រោមចេញទាត់ជើងក្រោមសងវិញកាប់គល់រំជួយមេឃអត់ដល់ទេធាក់មួយរបស់អាមេរិនធាក់មួយទៀតរបស់អាមេរិនទាត់មួយរបស់អាមេរិនធាក់មួយទៀតធាក់មួយរបស់បង្គោលខៀវ Jason Scott ទាត់អត់ដល់ទេទាត់មួយជើងរបស់អាមេរិនទាត់មួយជើងទាត់ជើងក្រោមរបស់អាមេរិនទាត់ជើងក្រោមរបស់អាមេរិនួងដៃអត់ចេញទេឆក់មួយដៃសអនិចិត្តទាត់ជើងក្រោមកាប់គល់រំជួយមេឃដៃអត់ដល់ទេរបស់ Jason Scott អត់ដល់ទេទាត់ជើងក្រោមទាត់មួយទៀតធាក់មួយរបស់អាមេរិនចូលបួងដៃចេញដូចគ្នាតែអត់ទាន់ធ្ងន់ទាត់ជើងក្រោមរបស់អាមេរិនសងវិញបាទទឹកទី1នេះគឺថា Jason Scott ជាអ្នកប្រើចំហដើរចូលទាត់មួយជើងកុងស្មងមួយទៀតមួយដៃរបស់អាមេរិនមួយដៃវិញធាក់មួយរបស់អាមេរិនធាក់មួយរបស់ Jason Scott ទាត់ជើងក្រោមទាត់មួយទៀត Gainsbourg លើកស្ទួយកីឡាករគុនខ្មែរណែចូលវាយកែងហើយកណ្ដាប់ដៃសអនិចិត្តវាយសអនិចិត្តសងវិញ ទាត់មួយជើង
ចាប់ទឹកទី Gainsbourg គុណខ្មែរ Tour Concert គូមិត្តភាពអន្តរជាតិកម្ពុជាអូស្ត្រាលីទឹកទី2 Round 2
បាទទឹកទី2 round 2គោលខៀវដើរចូលហើយបាទតាបាទទៅទៀតឆក់មួយដៃរបស់អាមេរិកពីរដៃរបស់អាមេរិកសងម្ដាយវិញអូយអត់ញើសទេធាក់មួយរបស់អាមេរិកកែងរបស់ Jason Scott កែងរបស់អាមេរិកកណ្ដាប់ដៃរបស់ Jason Scott ដើរចូលទាត់មួយជើងរបស់ Scott ទាត់មួយជើងរបស់អាមេរិនវាយមិនអាចផុតបាត់ Scott ដើរចូលបាទតសៅ Scott ណាមួយដៃចាក់ជង្គង់របស់អាមេរិនជង្គង់របស់ Scott ជង្គង់អាមេរិនកែងរបស់ Scott ធាក់របស់ Scott ចូលដៃរបស់ Scott ជង្គង់អាមេរិនធាក់របស់អាមេរិនមួយដៃរបស់ Scott បោះជង្គង់របស់អាមេរិនកែងរបស់អាមេរិនកែងរបស់អាមេរិនជង្គង់របស់ Scott ជង្គង់ Scott ជង្គង់អាមេរិនជង្គង់អាមេរិនជង្គង់ Scott មកវិញចាក់សោពីអាមេរិន Scott ដើរចូលមួយពីររបស់អាមេរិនបោះជង្គង់របស់ Scott ធាក់មួយរបស់អាមេរិនធាក់ពីររបស់អាមេរិនធាក់3របស់អាមេរិនធាក់4របស់អាមេរិនបោះជង្គង់មកជង្គង់ហោះបាទអាមេរិនប្រើជង្គង់ហោះអមាញ់នេះមិនទាន់ចូលពេញទេទៅទៀតហើយរបស់ Scott Jason Scott អូស្ត្រាលីមួយដៃរបស់អាមេរិនធាក់របស់អាមេរិននេះហៅថាច្រត់អីស្អីបោះជង្គង់មកវិញបោះជង្គង់ចូលដៃរបស់អាមេរិនជង្គង់របស់ Jason Scott ធាក់មួយរបស់អាមេរិនមួយដៃរបស់ Jason Scott ជង្គង់របស់អាមេរិន Jason Scott ដើរចូលមួយដៃរបស់អាមេរិនមួយដៃរបស់អាមេរិនអូយមួយដៃទៀតរបស់អាមេរិនទាត់មួយជើងរបស់អាមេរិនធាក់របស់ Jason Scott ដើរចូលពី Jason Scott ដើរចូលធាក់របស់អាមេរិនធាក់របស់ Jason Scott ធាក់របស់អាមេរិនទាត់មួយទាត់ជើងក្រោមបេះម្ដាយ2ដៃ3ដៃជង្គង់ទះម្ដាយវិញធាក់មួយទៀតរបស់ Jason Scott ធាក់មួយរបស់អាមេរិក
ចាប់ទឹកទី2 end of second now Gainsbourg គុណខ្មែរ Tour Concert គូមិត្តភាពអន្តរជាតិកម្ពុជាអូស្ត្រាលីទឹកទី3ជាទឹកផ្ដាច់ព្រាត់ Final Round
បាទទឹកទី3ដែលជាទឹកផ្ដាច់ព្រាត់ Final Round ទាត់មួយជើងមួយដៃរបស់ Jason Scott មួយដៃទៀតរបស់ Jason Scott មួយដៃរបស់អាមេរិនពីរដៃរបស់អាមេរិនអត់អីទេមួយដៃទៅមកមួយជើងរបស់ Jason Scott ជង្គង់របស់អាមេរិនពីរជង្គង់មកវិញដែរជង្គង់អាមេរិនបាទ Jason Scott នេះអូអត់ញញើសទេមួយដៃរបស់អាមេរិនកែងរបស់អាមេរិនដៃរបស់ Jason Scott ទាត់ជើងរបស់ Jason ដៃរបស់អាមេរិនដៃរបស់ Jason បាទ Jason Scott ចូលឲ្យទឹកទី3ហើយធាក់ចេញលូកអត់រួចធាក់មកជើងទៀតមួយដៃរបស់ Jason ជង្គង់របស់ Jason Scott ជង្គង់ Jason Scott ជង្គង់អាមេរិនជង្គង់អាមេរិនជង្គង់អាមេរិនកែងរបស់ Jason Scott ជង្គង់ Jason Scott ជង្គង់អាមេរិនអូជង្គង់មកស្អាតបាទលោកអាញាកដាលឲ្យលេងជង្គង់មកឆ្ងាញ់វាយគុណខ្មែរអត់ចេញទេទាត់មួយជើងរបស់ Jason ថាម្ដាយរបស់អាមេរិនកែងសព្រះរាមដល់ដៃអត់ចូលអើយយ Jason ដាក់ចូលហាក់មួយរបស់អាមេរិន2ជើងហើយមួយជើងរបស់ Jason អុយអត់ទេបាទ Jason នេះគាត់ចិត្តអ្នកកីឡាមែនបាទទោះជាអស់យ៉ាងណាក៏អត់រៀថយដែរវាយកែងជង្គង់កែងប្រច្រាស់គ្នាកែងជង្គង់ហាក់ជង្គង់ហោះកែងអាមេរិនជង្គង់អាមេរិនអូយចិត្តដល់ម៉ោងបញ្ចប់ហើយហាក់មួយដៃផុតបាត់មួយជើងក៏ផុតដែរមួយដៃសងទៅវិញហាក់មួយរបស់អាមេរិនអត់តាខ្ចីថយមួយដៃពីរដៃរបស់ Jason ជង្គង់របស់ Jason Scott បាទចាញ់ឈ្នះដឹងទេដឹងតែវាយមកវាយដើរចូលហាក់មួយកែងអត់ដល់ទេហាក់មួយរបស់អាមេរិនចូលដៃរបស់អាមេរិនកែងសព្រះរាមរបស់អាមេរិនមួយដៃគ្នាហើយរត់អោបគ្នាខ្សឹបដាក់គ្នាតែមិនដឹងខ្សឹបថាម៉េចទេបាទ
អូបាទបែកបាទចំមកបាត់ហើយបាទ Jason Scott តែកែងរបស់អាមេរិនជង្គង់របស់អាមេរិនធាក់បាទពីអាមេរិនតជង្គង់ហោះអូដល់មុខបាទកែងកាប់ឆ្វេងកាប់ស្ដាំមកកែងទៀត
អាមេរិនភូថងអ្នកកីឡា